From the beginning, we were wrong, and only now, well into the second decade of the conflict, have we begun to understand the mistakes we have made. We lived in harmony among the Fae, in a world awakened to new magic. Perhaps we should have foreseen what might be born on this rising tide. What force might awaken. A force powerful enough to twist even the eternal and immutable Fae folk. But Gadflow, the new king of the Winter Court, surprised us all. Singular among his people, he was all that other Fae were not. Aggressive, ambitious, visionary. He had power like none we had ever seen, terrible and deadly. Gadflow and his followers, the Tuatha Deon, believed that a new god was to be born in the east, beneath Gadflow's crystalline fortress of Amathen. In the name of that god, they marched to war against the young races of Amalur. Against a mortal army, no matter the power of their god, we might have been victorious. But the Fae are creatures of magic, not bound by the laws of life and death. Each Tuatha fallen on the battlefield would soon rise again, for the Fae do not know death as we do. How could we stand against such a force? For 10 years the war raged. For 10 years the armies of Men and Alfar fought and died. But as our numbers dwindled, we knew that it was only a matter of time. Our fate had been written. At least, that is what we believed. Until you died.
What do you think this one is then? Alpha? Garan? Could even be a Jotun. Always a surprise, eh, Garan?
Eyes on the job, boy. Don't matter what it is. Dead's dead. And be thankful for that. All we've seen. Go on and pull back the sheet, though. It'll need to be in our report, one way or the other. Varani. Must have been a mercenary, come to fight in the war. I could have told him how he'd end up. Not in bad shape, though, all things considered. All right, then. Make sure it goes into the report. You know he'll want all the details.
Amazing how well the body held up. Better than I've seen.
I'm just glad it's not moving. Must have been born under a lucky star, this one.
Anything else we need?
Unless you'd like to name him, I think we're done. Put him with the others.
Well, that's it for you then. Better luck next time.
They're all over. Run!
Scatter, children of dust! Scatter before the might of the Tuatha!
Stay away!
child of dust shall escape.
Help! Anybody!
You! Up there, please help me! Please!
Where is that gnome? Where is that gnome? More mortal scum? No matter. You'll all die.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. If you hadn't come along, Wait. I've seen you before. On the slab. You were dead. It worked. By the tome, it worked. You're alive. You died. I don't know how or even where. But your body was remade in the Well of Souls, and somehow it worked. The well restored your soul to your body, and it worked. We must get you to Professor Hughes right away. He'll have questions for you. Oh, no doubt. But we must get to Hughes. He'll be in his study on the ground floor. The Tuatha are coming in through the lower levels. If we hurry, we should be able to beat them to the top. Take these. They'll help keep you safe long enough to get to Hughes. Now, let's get going. He'll be in his study on the ground floor of the tower. At least, I hope he's there. And safe. I wish I could tell you more. You showed no signs of life when we removed your new body from the well's waters. We just put it in the furnace room with the others. We would have never done that if we knew. Oh my, you don't know? Perhaps the process damaged your memory. They are the Tuatha Deon, the enemy of all the young races. We've never seen them this far inland. Not even during the invasion. I don't know why they're here. The Well of Souls is just ahead. You'll see. And it works. It restored you to life. There will be plenty of time to explain later. We've got to get going. Let me get this done. Right this way. You go first. This is what they're after. Our greatest invention. The Well of Souls. Imagine an end to war. An end to death. rooms. See if you can find anything useful. Wait! Do you hear something? More Tuatha!
Please, poor mortal.
You're going to need more than just that sword. That one had a bow. Get it? Archers up ahead. Best shoot them before they see us. It's open. Go, go! Daggers are deadly if you catch an enemy unaware. Their speed more than makes up for their size. more up ahead. If you can sneak up on them with your daggers, you should be able to finish them quickly and quietly. Cave blossoms only respond in the presence of magic. Perhaps there is more to you than it seems. Incredible! What are you? I bet you're still groggy, but just keep moving. Move! Move! They've completely covered the tunnel. Maybe you can use that staff to burn a path through. Not more spiders! Burn them! Burn them! I bet you're still groggy, but just keep moving. Move! Move! Hurry! Get out of here!
Scholars are soft.
You're not one of them.
Tuatha will find my
Get alive! Who's this?
Never seen the Tuatha this far. What if good gnomes died today?
Plate armor. Nothing protect.
The well brought you back, huh?
Simple cloth. Freeze your body and mind. That's why I made it. This is where we part ways. But take whatever you want from this armory. We might have a few things that would fit you. Just make sure you get your shoes. We can hold off the Tuatha here. There's nothing more I can do except to stay here and slow down the Tuatha. But this is the armory, after all. Check the chests. We might have a few things that would fit you. With luck, I'll see you on the outside. I'll see you on the outside. Fate will... That's it.
You've made it, and look at you, even with all you've been through. The Tuatha, your return from the dead. Please forgive me, you must be terribly confused by all of this. I am Fomerus Hughes, and this is my laboratory at Alistar. Everything you see here is dedicated to one thing, the Well of Souls, the pursuit of immortality. And you're my first success. If we only had the time, there's so much we might learn from one another. Too much to explain right now. The Tuatha have come to stop my work, but I don't believe they know about you. Not yet. What's important is getting you out of here safely. You're the only proof of what we've achieved here. I may not be able to save the well, but I can ensure that its only success is safe. We're in the Feylands, miles away from the front lines. I thought we were safe enough from the war, but it seems some of the Tuatha found their way here anyway. Absolutely not. I've got my notes, but it's most important that you stay safe. It's just that you're... Wait, where are you going? Simply astounding. I'm not certain what's caused it, but somehow... yes, as I was saying, I'm not sure what... Perhaps I should go see.
Sir! Mr. Hughes! The Tuatha have reached the lab! They're inside the...
No! We've got to get you out of here now! Quickly! Follow the path to the town of Gorhart. Find Agath. He's a friend, and he may be able to help. No matter what else, stay alive!
You brute! Tear this tower apart!
No more. No more.
Another survivor? But I've never seen you in the tower. Were you one of the professor's assistants in the downstairs projects? Did he escape with you? That sounds like him. Professor Hughes was very thoughtful. I mean, he is very thoughtful. I'm sure he found a way to get out. He must have! Alistair is remote enough that we don't get a lot of visitors. And with our research, fewer visitors means fewer questions. Oh, you mean Agarth? He visits Hughes every once in a while. I never could figure out why they got along. He's friendly enough, if a bit odd. You should be able to find him in Gorhart, just down the road, past the ruins. You can't miss it. We all knew Fomerus was a genius, but I'll admit, even I had my doubts about him being able to bring the dead back to life. Guess the Tuatha weren't very pleased that it worked. I just don't understand the Tuatha. I mean, most Fae aren't violent. The wild ones can be, but no more than any forest animal. But the Tuatha are some sort of cult among the Winter Fae. Before they invaded Erythel, no one could have imagined the Fae ever marching to war. Brilliant idea, the Well of Souls. Plucks dead people out of the ether, rebuilds their body, and brings them back to life. At least that's what it was supposed to do. Guess we'll never know if it worked now. We should be safe here.
I saw you fighting there. We could have used more of you. Did they really have a troll? I don't know how the Tuatha found us, but if they had a troll, it couldn't have been an accident. Fate was kind to collapse that doorway behind you, or they would have chased us into the glade. The well was incredible, but it took armloads of Prismere crystals to keep the thing active. That's why we built it so close to the Stone Candle mines. They even put in a few tunnels to deliver the crystals directly into the well. I told them it wasn't safe. Looks like I was right. Again. We started building here when they found Prismeer in the mines nearby. Never thought we'd see Tuatha this far out west, though. Fate weavers? Ah, charlatans. You swears by them. But I'll be damned if I trust my future to some cards. Hugh's ran off, you say? I wouldn't worry too much. Good luck out there.
I remember you. You're the one? How did you come back? How did you find me here? No, I had no idea anything like that would happen. The Well of Souls is bigger than one gnome's pet project. My employer pays for information about its progress. I just send the reports to make some money on the side. I never wanted anyone to get hurt. I promise you, if I knew who it was, I'd tell you. Sharing research is one thing, but academic sabotage is a crime. I never meant for anyone to get hurt, but at this point, what's a little more blood on my hands?
You've come from the tower, haven't you? Name's Agarth. Maybe you can help an old Fate Weaver, eh? Fate Weavers look at the great tapestry of fate. The threads will tell us how a life will unfold. But knowing the future and being able to change it are two very different things. Trust me, I've known that for a long time. Nobody can change fate. Poor old Fomerus Hughes. He respected the way the world works. It's a shame. He'll be dead by now. When he started his experiments here, he asked me if they'd ever be successful. The cards told me that the Well of Souls would work, but its success would come on the day that Hughes was to die. The old man took it pretty well, honestly, although we did a lot of drinking after that. I wish I could, but times are tough. I've barely got enough to pay my bar tabs as it is. You really don't know much, do you? A Fate Weaver taps into the threads of fate and channels that energy through a focus. My order prefers cards. The cards are unique to each Fate Weaver, since we all see the weave differently. You're the one. Then that means it all makes sense now. The cards this morning. I drew the Gravedigger, the Running Man, and the Beast. Prepare yourself. They're coming. What? How? What are you? The threads of fate. I've seen them before, but I've never seen anyone manipulate them like that. You just changed how the world was supposed to work. How did you do that? You just... Fate is the will of the gods. No mortal should be able to change it. How is that even possible? Come here. I'm going to do a reading. You might be able to change the threads, but fate will still have a plan for you. I promise not to tell you if I see your death. It's a gift. Some people paint landscapes, other people write poetry. I peer into the weave of fate's tapestry and see people's deaths. That would be my guess. He was an academic, but he had a proper respect for fate's plan, unlike most gnomes. You're nervous. Relax. This is what Fate Weavers do. I'll be seeing your place in the pattern of destiny. Who you are, what you've done, where your path takes you. Or, at least, I should be. You're real, right? I swear I haven't had that much. Fate's weave is always hard to see. It's in motion, hard to make out, but undeniably there. Yours is just... missing. This doesn't make sense. All mortal creatures have a place in the pattern. You should have one too, dead or not. If this is true, and I'm not saying I believe it, then your path is yours to determine. I can see the threads around you, but they're shifting, changing so rapidly, I can't make sense of them. Normally the threads would guide my hand to the cards, and I'd use those cards to see your pattern in the weave. But it just didn't happen. They wouldn't focus. So either there's something wrong with me, and there isn't, or there's something very wrong with you. It could mean nothing. Or it could mean everything. The world is changing. You might be a sign of that. Or maybe the cause. I've never had a reason to doubt my own readings. But we should consult with Arden. He's not a friend, but he's got a good eye for the tapestry. I'll meet you at his home to the east. I'm going to see if I can be of any help to the wounded at the tower. That's just it. I don't know if you've got one, but that's why we're going to see Arden. He lives in a little hut to the east in Yulven. I'll meet you there. Once I was Agarth the Unyielding, the Blade of Avgrum. I wrestled the Colossus priestess and declined knighthood by the High King of the Fae. I was a hero of men, but that wasn't enough for me. I joined the Fate Weavers, hoping to find a way to conquer destiny itself. Turns out fate is the one thing I couldn't fight. You can find Arden's little cottage in the middle of Yulven. Had to move there when he got run out of town. He's a damned good Fate Weaver, but that doesn't make you very popular. Especially not in dark days like these. We are all threads in the tapestry of fate, measured, woven, and cut according to a great plan. Fate Weavers undertake the task of reading those threads. Our title always was a bitter lie, since we have no control over how that tapestry is woven. But you do. And when a Fate Weaver looks at your place in the weave, we see only the shapes of what you may choose to become. The Tuatha aren't like any Fae I've ever known. They're cruel, bloodthirsty, and savage. Why, they're practically human. Hughes was always an odd one. Curious and determined as any of his kind, sure. He never shut up about his work. But he always knew what was important. He didn't worry about dying as long as he knew he'd get the well working. The Fate Weavers were once a great, unified order of sages from all the mortal races. We foretold the destinies of kings and gods. But that power takes a toll. Nobody likes bad news. And all the news in the world is getting worse. The Order splintered long ago. Now the old traditions are all but lost. And all I foretell is the fate of my beer. And I see it being empty soon. What could this all mean? Still here, huh? Can't quite decide if you want to hear what the cards say, can you? That's just it. He lives in a little hut. What could this all mean?
Of all the songs in halls of lore, there echoes none more grand than Olane's many feats of might, the pure and lady of the light. She is a knight of golden knot. She is the cure seeker, the conscience of the summer fae. She is the heart of spring, of day.
Everyone just stand back. The warden can't work when you're crowding so close. Go back to your business. Go on.
I wish the village wasn't so near to...
Don't give Nanny your business. She's mad, you know.
I don't care what you race. It's a tragedy whenever anyone's savage like this. Just look at the poor creature. She's been beaten to the brink of death. The Fae may be strange, but they certainly don't deserve this. It appears she was attacked with some manner of short blade, likely a dagger, although there's no way I can be sure. People simply stood by as she called for help. No one lifted a finger. Can you imagine? It's shameful to treat another in such a way, even if she is a Fae. I don't know whether we possess the knowledge to treat such a wound. Frankly, I don't even know if I could save a mortal with such grievous wounds. It's difficult to say. We've been plagued by the Red Legion for days, but it's not their way to go after the Fae in the area. They like their targets mortal. In case you haven't heard, there have been some Tuatha sighting in the woods to the west, so that's also a possibility. It's unlikely, though. Well, you're the only one. With all the troubles we've suffered in this village, people are weary of adversity. They'd rather just ignore it. I'm going to suggest something a bit... untraditional. There's a Fae named Eri. She spends her days up on the hill overlooking the village. Seek her wisdom. I would do it, but... I am a coward. That's the truth. Perhaps a Fae will know how to heal a Fae. If not, then we're back where we started. She spends her days in the precipice overlooking the village. She doesn't think we're aware of her presence, but we most certainly are. I've spent most of my life dealing with them, but they aren't like us. Not at the core. Goreheart has become a sort of refuge for those settlers who wish to live a life free of Fae. I've seen many bandit clans in the Crystal War and back home, but these men are a particular breed. They like their victims weak and bloody. The Red Legion has been a presence in the area for several weeks now. Our people are scared to show their faces after dark. Hope you stay in town. Any help you can provide would be appreciated. She isn't doing very... She spends her days in the precipice overlooking the village. Bye now.
Welcome to Gore.
Are you content to live among the lives of the mission? They look down their eyes at you. Whatever you do, avoid the monks of St. Odwig's Perpetual. They deal in lies and If such creatures were not part of the authorities' plan, then they would not exist. It is the name I chose when I baptized myself in the clear waters of Matharu. You don't know? Father Dinwell will try to defend his cause, but he is simply... He would be a good man if he could see past the rigidity of his faith. Mitharu embraced... She was wronged by someone in this village. Never make assumptions.
Herc Adwold has more than his fair share of challenges.
It's busy today. Pull up a stool, stranger. We don't have much, but what we have won't leave a hole in your pocket. Are you here about that Fey girl they found outside? Don't be a stranger.
Here.
Times are hard, but hard times can pay if you're willing to take risks. If you have the sword and stomach for this sort of work, we could use another strong arm among the warsworn. Some may try to colour it with fancy words, but we're warriors for hire. You'll find those who have taken the oath are held in the highest respect. You could head straight to Shieldring Keep and pledge your sword. Might work. To earn it, bring me proof you've dealt with them. I'll pay in coin. Osgar hides somewhere in the woods north of here.
Medgar was last seen. Bring me their legion daggers, and I'll pay with coin. And to comment, peaceful enough. If it's peace and quiet, there's a war. Some say they've seen Tuatha. We've had a... They're both dangerous. But we're fighters for hire. There are none better with steel. What have you been living under? We've been at war with the Tuatha for 15 years. They're unlike any Fae you've ever seen. Red eyes to match their armor. And Shieldring, the oldest home to the Warsworn. In the Feylands, at least. Fae are folk, but not mortal folk. They're not concerned with the things we mortal. A name taken by some lot of scoundrels to glorify their thievery. A name, that's me, Warsworn since before.
Welcome, welcome.
I am Katrin. Do you require my healing touch in mind, body, or both? The Gnome's Tower stands to the west, past Gorhart and beyond the... I am unable to watch while others suffer. Too many mortals... There are many Allmain villages just like... The Allmain were once different tribes that recently banded together to find the Fae. You will find many Fae in Dalantarth. The forests of this, those of us who live in the shadow of its canopy, call Dalantarth the Feylands. This has been my home ever since my love was taken by the Tuatha. After such, I buried everything I was when I buried my family. Magic is a natural wonder, no matter how you use it. The Tuatha are the exception. The glorious Alfar city to the east is where the forces of right gather to face the Tuatha. I require a nominal fee only so I may eat and have a bed to call my own. Be safe.
I wish the village wasn't so near to Agna Farhole. You know it's haunted, don't you?
Don't let your guard down.
Need supplies? Try the corner shop.
What is the mission hiding? Why are its gates forever closed? These are the questions we all should be asking. The Fae are not our enemy. Only those who seek to poison us should be reviled. That includes the brothers of St. Odwig's. Listen to me, friend. The monks of St. Odwig's...
Welcome to St. Odwig's perpetual mission. I would invite you in, but the Order has been too trusting in the past. We try to learn from our mistakes. Although, one never knows what might be a test of faith. You have arrived just when I am in need of aid, so perhaps Mitharu is at work. We at St. Odwig's have worked for years to establish a presence on this hill. It's not been without its challenges. The call of the Feylands does not fall upon deaf ears, and many of our young... 2 nights ago, Egan ventured past the walls to collect firewood, and Mitharu be praised. His order... Brother Egan was last seen northeast of here. Just please find him. Perhaps then we can welcome you into the fold with open arms. Egan was last seen in the woods outside the walls, just north of the village. He is a good boy. I tried my best to comfort him. The Fae are stubborn fools. I have been with the mission since its founding. These boys are like my son. Frustrating. If only she would be touched. The first bricks were laid 50 years ago. Alas, we have yet to... Goodbye.
Cast down the brothers of St. Odwigs. Only when they fall to earth will they realize they are not above us. Insist that St. Odwig's admit monks of all sexes and races into its ranks, or tell them to peddle their poison elsewhere.
Nothing to see back here. Just a man work. If there was ever the Alfar fight without any true knowledge, Gorhart's is an Almain settlement, so you won't find the peace between those fools in that mission on the hill are wasting. Suits my needs just fine. What do you know of the Red Legion? Whatever it is, I'd rather not talk about it. Their goal is to convince the Fae of their folly, but one cannot reason with the sunrise. You should speak with them if you haven't.
Cast down the brothers of St. Odwig's. Only when they fall to earth will they realize they are not above us. Help me to expose the mission for what it truly is. A prison of
I hope you are finding peace in Gorhart. Goodbye.
Don't believe Father Dinwell when he tells you that Mitharu was male. Mitharu is a god, not a mortal. She is all of us, not some of us. Insist that St. Odd...
I'm not accustomed to all of this. It was difficult. What is this world coming to? My experience is limited to... It's my understanding that they were once... It's strange. Those old birds... I know so little about them. I was born and raised right... It was a good life. Before the war. I was a miller's love who became a miller's wife. Perhaps they view us as intruders in their land. I'm hardly as a child. In the last few years, truth be told, the Tuatha's mad. Goodbye.
These are strange times.
Stay close to the village. Beware, the Red Legion is about.
You there? Do you feel nauseous? No, this situation could not be any worse. Why ask questions when you could never understand the... If you must... Only my apprentice, Karth, and I knew of my work on the formula. But it was in the early... To say more would be to reveal my secrets. His name... I've never seen one so eager to learn. I do not... I'm not sure... Once you've ensured Karth's safety, He always spoke of his time as a wastrel. The villagers believe it's haunted. But I have a... Haven't you seen it? The Grim Tower too. I have seen the Tuatha will not settle for simple victory. They are the Undying. Everything in Amalur exists for a bandit. Long ago, these villains confined them. If you must, when the scholars in the tower ordered me to leave the grounds, I fear for his life. Karth was gifted in a way for years. Now I spend my sleepless nights in... in search of a formula that will end such conflicts for goodbye.
Avoid the ruins of Agnafahal. They say the spit... It's of the Arathi dwell in its dark corridors. What do you want?
I pray this is good news. Hello there. Believe me, the attack has me. I'll stick to jail duty. At least I don't remember the last time I slept. The Red Legion has everyone on guard.
Yes? What could a mortal vagabond need with Casmaran the Eternal, messenger of the Fey folk? Speak! My time may be of the ages, but it is still precious. Wait, Father Dinwell sent you, didn't he? Old fool. His path to power was too plodding, and now he wishes to slow me down too. I have new friends, Fey friends. They are named Finna and Arbos, and they have sworn to share their secrets with me and to gift me with true magic. In exchange, they want an ancient treasure buried in the caverns of Waterhall Down. I'll retrieve it, eventually, as soon as I, feel like it. Fine, if you want to be so noble, but don't expect any of the... It is in the caves of Waterhall Down, a refuge for the wild Fey. I'm new to the Fey. I want to visit the gardens of Issa. Father Dimwell and the others are fools, and it is called the Selkie Vale, and it's said to possess the power to... I don't know much about the relic, only the Armen is a good name. Not as good as Casmaran, though. Legend tells of the great Fey city hidden beneath the canopies of Dalantarth. Yes, I'm quite sure. Not a doubt in my mind. They believe I have the... You see, they can't obtain what they desire, so... Mortal races have no lasting grasp on this world. It sounds rather silly, does... I need a... What about Abner, the... Goodbye now.
If we're going to press on, then I'll ask you to stay close. I have no courage to speak of. Honest. Ask Father Dinwell.
Local legend says that the great Fey mage Armin the Clever retreated to these caverns to hide his treasures from mortal hands. Among them, the Selkie Veil.
Goodbye now.
Watch out for wild things.
make it.
What is this? Our little Egan has made a friend? I have a feeling this is going to be a problem. Obviously, anyone who has ever glimpsed a Fae would know that. Unlike little Egan here, the Feylands are such fertile. Are you going to give us what's rightfully ours, or do we need to start a new game? My cursed, is it? It does look like you are well acquainted. Make certain our paths do not cross. A charming boy, but simple. Before the... Sadly, all good things must come to... Legend states that the wearer of the veil... You best get baby Egan back to his bassinet. His mother will be worried. Goodbye for...
I didn't know. How could I? Before I came to... You must think me a fool. And Father Dinwell... See you later. Let's get out of the forest. It's not far. Must we return to... Although all of those things are quite... Perhaps it is for the best. This new world... See you later.
Hello.
Oh, I didn't see you come in. I never thought it would happen. I was not always the pious man, but plunder could not sustain. It's all here in Red's letter. I do what Ugnar work when it's finished. Ugnar works for the inn at Goreheart. It is a sacrament of the Red Legion. I'll admit it. My past is the people here are kind, yet filled the hunger I was hoping to sate. I fought under Red for years. Yet Ugnar Itran, however, rivals up. Mitharu is with you. Yes? Must we return to the mission? I crave it, although all of those things are quite frightening. See you later. Forgive me if I seem a little on edge. I keep expecting to see. Ugnar works for the inn at Goreheart. Mitharu is with you.
Keep up.
Make it quick. I've got work to do. Can't pay my debts with... I knew it was only a matter of time. If you want to collect my dagger, you'll have to fight me for it. Steal for... You're right. I've spent... Take my dagger. Tell him I'm dead. For the ugly... Wise up, my friend.
Stay indoors after sundown.